What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV, and I'm the girl, Lady T. I'm back. Yes, I feel like 1,000 times better. Like I told y'all earlier this week, the flu was trying to kill me, and hopefully that'll be the last time you hear me say that for a while. But anyway, y'all, tonight we are talking R&B Divas L.A. Y'all, let's get into it because I think this show is getting better and better with each episode. Okay, so the episode kicks off with Michelle A. She's talking to her therapist. You know, she's been going to counseling because she battles depression. And I'm really glad that they're focusing on this. I mean, because what Michelle A. is going through is what a lot of women go through and don't have the courage to express or have the courage to go get help. And I'm loving that they are bringing this out into the forefront, especially now because I think now she's getting so much stronger and you can see her getting stronger. Now, last year, you could just tell that it was still so new. It was like, you know, an open wound. And she was just hurting so bad. So last year, it kind of made my heart hurt for her. But it's really empowering to see her coming on the other side. So to witness all that heartache last year and to see her come on the other side, it's just all worth it to me. And now I get it. At first I was like, man, she shouldn't be doing this on TV. She really needs to get help, you know, without all the cameras. But now I get it. Because when you bring it out to the forefront like that, it gives other people, you know, the courage to speak on, you know, their issues. So anyway, she is meeting with her therapist. And they're just going over some things. And even the therapist saying, you know, she seems to be doing a lot better. And you know, even Michelle A. is saying, you know, she feels happier, she feels more fulfilled. And, you know, they talk a little bit about dating because if you guys don't know, she went on a date last year, was a blind date. And so the therapist asked her how that went. And she's like, they didn't really do much but have that one date because she has a thing with men where she always feels like she has to be a parent. She was like, having a man is like having another child. And so I really do want her to get out of that mindset because there is someone out here for everyone. But I understand right now she's just really trying to focus and build herself. So I'm not really tripping that she's not really into dating right now. So anyway, after that we have Chrisette and her brother Lim. As you know, Lim has decided to stay in L.A. because he is going to be Chrisette's first artist on her new Rich Hipster label. And, you know, he's working on a song and she comes in there and they get to talking. And she tells him, like, you know, this business can be very stressful. And I think you could really benefit from a life coach. And he agrees with her. And, you know, she was shocked because, like she says, dealing with him, by him being bipolar, you always have to tread lightly when you talk to him and have to really come to him very sensitively because you don't want him to really pop off. You just don't know how he'd take things. And so she felt really good that he was open to, you know, seeing this life coach. His whole thing is he don't want anybody just trying to shove pills down his throat to, you know, alter his mood swings or anything like that. You know, he's all for talking, but he doesn't want medication. And, you know, she understands that too. Like she says, it's all about, you know, having someone to talk to and having someone that you can express yourself with. So anyway, then we have Michelle A. and Little Mo. They are, you know, sitting down having lunch. And Little Mo takes it upon herself to ask Michelle A., so what's up? You know, you dating anybody? You want to date somebody? And, you know, Michelle A. is like, no, not really. I'm alone. I'm okay with that. I'm used to it. And, Little Mo is kind of like, what? You don't want to date nobody? And what you mean you used to? And she, Michelle A kind of gets into her feelings, which she tends to still do sometimes. I mean, she's growing, but it's a process. So she gets into her feelings and she's like, well, that's all I know. My mama was alone. My grandma was alone. I've been alone, I never had nothing substantial. And she was like, and I just don't know what it looked like, and I'm okay with that. I've never seen a substantial, successful relationship, and I'm okay. Especially right now, excuse me, y'all. Trying to fix this hair. Okay. So, she's like, I'm okay with that. And, Lil Mo is like, everybody needs somebody. And she's like, well, you can't make nobody love you. And Lil Mo's like, come again? And she was like, look, how do you keep it together? She was like, well, I got y'all. I make my own money. Basically she's good. And Lil Mo is like, okay, that's all well and good, but what happens when we leave and stuff like that? And I kind of get what Lil Mo is saying. She don't want Michelle A to fall apart. But I think Lil Mo is missing the big picture. Michelle A is getting to know herself. And she can't be any good to anybody else until she gets herself right. And I think this is something that a lot of women need to learn. We are so busy trying to find a man. And I find myself doing that too. I mean, because I get caught up in my own little thing where, like I said, I'm at the age now where everybody's looking at you. They're like, oh, she's not married yet. Or, oh, she hasn't had any kids yet. And part of me is like, I kind of like it this way, though. I mean, I could tell y'all some stories. And I probably will. But as of right now, I just like me. I just like who I am. I'm okay by myself. And sometimes you do worry. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody worry, but I do worry sometimes that I get too comfortable in being by myself. But it's nothing wrong with that either, though. It's nothing wrong with trying to figure yourself out, because the last thing you want to do is drag on your issues into a relationship, and then next thing you wondering why you in a dysfunctional relationship, or you wondering why you with this person that doesn't even deserve you, that doesn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. So I think Little Mo should stop coming on so strong with Michelle A, because everybody don't deal with issues the same way. Like Little Mo's thing is, she out of a relationship, she back in another one. She called herself she a Black Kardashian, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some women, that's what they do. They thrive on that. They thrive on, from one relationship to another. Not that they just man hungry, because it's some women who do need a man to validate them, but it is some women that's just where they're comfortable at. It's not a form of validation, but they like the company of a man. And that's just her. Michelle A, right now, she wants to fix herself before she jumps into a relationship. I mean, everybody has a different process, and I just think that Little Mo should respect Michelle A's process. So, anyway, then we have Leela and her friend Teresa. Teresa is at Leela's house, and they're talking about how Teresa has been battling cancer and it's come back. Her breast cancer has come back, and Leela has been in Australia, and she missed Teresa's birthday. They usually celebrate their birthdays together, but Leela was out of town, and so Leela, wants to give her friend her flowers while she's there. So she's like, you know what? We didn't celebrate your birthday, my birthday. We just gonna get together and we just gonna have a celebration of life. And, her friend is all down for it. And it's just so heartwarming to see that, because I love seeing how these wonderful and talented women, at the end of the day, They just like us. And just to see, her be there for her friend, just to see her genuinely hurt and concerned about her friend, I shed a couple tears, y'all. I did. Shed a couple tears. So then we got Lil Mo and Brave. Now, I'm going to need to have a come to Jesus moment with Lil Mo, because she calling Brave over there because she kind of want to give her a heads up about how she's coming across towards the ladies. She want to, give her a heads up. But then when you and the girls was talking about Brave last week, you was kind of like low-key throwing shade at her too. So I don't like the fact that when Brave around, it's like, yeah, you my homegirl, I'm going to look out for you. I got you. You new here, and I've been in your position, so I got you. We both from B-More, I got you. But when she get around her other friends, she like, oh, man, that is kind of weird. I just hope she ain't a little crazy. Like, if she your friend, be her friend all the time. If you ride or die and want her to get acclimated and want her to be cool with your friends or whatever, then do that. And then I don't understand this whole thing with Shantae. It's like, Chrisette was a little obsessed with Shantae last year, but at least it was an obsession like she loved her. She wanted to be her friend. She admired her career, and she just wanted them to be friends. You hold on to some grudge that I just don't get, and maybe it's not for me to get because stuff happens that we don't get to see. And I get that. But every time Shantae name come up, you want to throw low-key shade. And I'm just, like I said, from what I'm seeing, I'm not with it. Because she going to tell Brave, like, I just don't want you to Shantae yourself. And I'm like, really? You didn't even have to put Shantae name in it. And Brave was like, what? And she like, come off, ooh, I'm nice. But then once you get to know me, oh, psych your mind, I'm not nice no more. And I don't think that's what Shantae was giving them. I think that she was just she been through a lot. Like, I do think the Shantae that we got season 1 was the Shantae that she is. I do feel like when she came back, she got burned by Kelly Price. She had her own family and health issues, so she just came there to work. She was just like, give me my damn check, and I want to go home. And I don't think it was nothing personal. But Little Mo, for some reason, is holding this grudge, and I don't get it. But anyway, so she tells Brave that, always be yourself, and, when you with them, always be yourself. The cool chick that you are when we all together, be that same cool chick when I'm not around and you with them, because they'll have something to say. And so Brave is like, okay, so you telling me something without telling me something, so what did I do? But Little Mo didn't want to betray the confidence, but she kind of gave her a little heads up. And I'm just like, Little Mo, you doing a little too much for me. Anyway, so after that conversation, because Brave knew that Little Mo wasn't telling her everything, she invites Shantae Moore over to her house. And Shantae comes over there, and Brave just tells her, like, look, Little Mo didn't tell me fully what was going on, but I got the feeling that I offended some people, and I don't know what I did. So I kind of need some advice. And Shantae just told her, look, all you can do is just be yourself. And if it's coming from a genuine place, that's all you can do. And I like that advice. She wasn't trying to figure out who said what or nothing like that. She just told her what it is. Just be yourself. And when stuff arises, just deal with it. And all you can do is just be yourself. And if they don't like it, you deal with that as it comes. So anyway, then we back to Little Mo and Michelle A. They meeting together. This time they shopping. And Little Mo thinks that getting Michelle A man is all Michelle A's problems. So she asks her, hey, my father-in-law is coming to town, and, you know, I was just thinking that we all could hang out or whatever. And, you know, Michelle A seems like she's okay. You know, she seems a little excited about it. And so she agrees to, you know, meet up with them or whatever. And it was a cute scene. Now, then we get Chrisette, Lim, and the life coach. Now, here's the thing with that. So they all sitting at Chrisette's house, and really what Lim's problem is that he, you know, he says when Chrisette is in her creative mode, sometimes she gets testy and it makes him feel a certain type of way. And Chrisette is like, well, why do you want to work with me then? Like, she instantly took offense to it. And it's like, this is not going to work if you don't allow him to express himself. It's like anything that he says that you don't like, you get defensive, and you guys will never have that relationship that you're trying to build if you just won't hear him out. You're not going to like everything he has to say about you. And he's not going to like everything you got to say about him. But that's okay, because that's what, you know, people who love each other, it's okay. You love each other through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I just think that they, you know, walking on eggshells with each other, and if they keep doing that, it's not going to work. They're not going to have that brother-sister relationship. And, you know, he tells her, he's like, I know that, you know, you don't mean to come across as snotty or testy. He was like, you know, it's just something that I'm going to have to get used to. And then Chrisette is like, well, maybe we just need to take this a step at a time, because I'm so used to having both, you know, a personal and a business relationship with the people that I love. Maybe we need to work on one relationship at a time. So we'll see how that goes, because I do think her brother is talented. I do think together they could create some really great music, but they have a lot of work to do as well. So, I mean, time will tell what happens with that. Okay, so now it's time for Little Mo, her father-in-law, her husband Dynamite, and Michelle A to meet up. Well, they're at the go-kart race track, and they're waiting on Michelle A. And, you know, she's late, but at first Lil Mo is not tripping. You know, she talking to her father-in-law like, hey, you know, what you most excited about when you meet Michelle A? He was like, I'm just excited to meet her. You know, I've been reading up on her, and, you know, she just making small talk because Michelle A is late, but she not tripping. And, you know, she keep calling her, texting her low-key. And when it's been an hour, now Little Mo is mad. She like, you know what? This is fucking rude. I'm about to be in my bag. You know, this is some bullshit. And it's like, Little Mo, I get where you coming from. I really do, because that's the last thing I hate. I hate to have plans with somebody and they don't even give me the courtesy to call and say, hey, I can't do it. And I agree, she could at least send you a text. But you also got to understand, if you know Michelle A, like you think you know Michelle A, you know that she doesn't deal good with confrontation. And you know she's not good at letting people down. I think at the last minute, she kind of got in her bag and just couldn't tell you about it, you know. But we'll see how that works out and what her reason was for standing them all up. So anyway, so now we come to the celebration of life party that Leela threw for her friend Teresa. And all the girls are there, and they're all talking about, you know, Teresa and how, you know, her breast cancer has come back or whatever. And Leela's like, hey, you know, y'all want to sing a song together? And they're like, sure, what song? And they like, you know, that's what friends are for, you know. And here go Brave. We need to rehearse that. And Leela's like, wait a minute, like, look, this is not the Brave show. She was like, and who needs that? And I was like, Leela's low-key shaded her. But, yeah, she was like, we just kicking it. And anyway, they all decide to do the song. You know, Little Mo said this is about Leela and Teresa, so she was not going to confront Michelle A about her not, you know, coming to the go-kart race thing, but they going to handle it. Anyway, Michelle A ends up leaving anyway because her babysitter had to go. So anyway, the rest of the girls get on the stage and they do sing That's What Friends Are For. And it was a cute episode. I really liked it. Anyway, you guys, till next time, peace and love. Mwah.